Guys, a huge, massive short squeeze is just around the corner, about to hit us, and it could get triggered in less than 5 minutes. Let's not waste any time and let's straight get into it. Let's go, guys. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here again on this Tuesday. So if I'm not wrong, then today we get PCI data. Or was that tomorrow? Let me see here. Guys, also smash up the like button that more people see actually what's going on here in the on the stream, guys. The more people liking it, the more people can actually see that. Oh no, tomorrow actually. Tomorrow is CPI coming out. For some weird reason, I thought it's today. So regardless, the DXY is going down here. Today we need to get under 108 points while we are forming here this downward sloping resistance line. So this downward sloping resistance line needs to hold. So if we get here a move above that, that would be short-term bearish for all risk on assets, and we need to be prepared that this will push most likely Bitcoin back to $97,000 or even below that price point. Right now, when I go here soon in the Bitcoin chart, before I show you something else, let's have a look at this here, guys. So here, what you are seeing right now is the total outflow of exchanges for Bitcoin. So what you can see here is that the outflow is picking up again. So, and that actually means that people that have accumulated Bitcoin taking it off the exchanges, which is usually a bullish catalyst and an early sign for a potential bigger move for Bitcoin back to the upside. Now, when we're looking here at the CME chart, then we can clearly see that right now in this moment, we are getting rejected from this horizontal level here at $98,460, and also the downward sloping trend line was rejected to potentially break it to the upside. Regardless of that, I will show you something that potentially will lead to a short squeeze in the next, let it be 12 to 24 hours. It can happen even earlier because we are contracting so much in the Bitcoin price that we need to get a bigger move here, a bigger squeeze into higher prices fairly fast. So here on the weekly chart, also here a new pattern has evolved that we can now determine with some certainty, and that is here that pennant that we're seeing here, that bullish pennant. So if you look at the price target of that bullish pennant, let's say we break it somewhere here, so it would be actually end of March would be reasonable. So that would put Bitcoin at $132,000 approximately once we are breaking this to the upside. But as you can see here, this can take a little bit. Regardless if we are breaking out here, let's say to like $110,000, I would not assume that we are reaching by the end of February $120,000, $130,000. In March, that sounds to me more plausible for a potential first top in Bitcoin around some point end of March, April, as it usually happens there around this time. But we could be also here mistaken, and it just keeps going and makes good for all the time that we have lost while we are consolidating here currently. Now on the shorter time frames, we see a small rejection also here on the 15-minute time frame. Even though we have broken this downward sloping trend that we were trapped in for quite a while, it looks like that we're getting right now here a proper retest. Just let me get here the line. So yeah, so we could get here a proper retest all the way down to $97,200 approximately, and from there get a bounce and try to break $99,000. Now, why am I saying that it looks like that we are getting here a massive short squeeze? So there's multiple reasons for that. First of all, when you look here on the 4-hourly chart, we have here this pennant that's currently playing out, and you can see here we are getting close to a breakout. So here, there you actually see 8 o'clock. So in the next, this is the next 19 hours. In the next 19 hours, potentially we are breaking out here to the upside if we can stay above $97,000 or just here above the or within the golden ratio from $96,700 to $97,580. All these dot plots on the reactor indicator are currently by myself ignored because they usually don't occur in a phase like that. The only reason why they're appearing here currently is because price is getting suppressed and we are chopping sideways. So usually you get these kind of dot plots only when price has heated already up, like over here. And therefore I'm ignoring them because they are only really valid when price has already expanded here to the upside. You can see here we are now in a pinkish phase, which leads usually to a massive breakout to the upside. Hence why I believe that this is just around the corner and we don't need a lot of time to wait to get this breakout that we are so much waiting for here right now. On ZoomX, therefore, also my trade has not really changed. I'm still up here $36,000 approximately. I was up a little bit more earlier, but much more yesterday. Regardless of that, I'm willing to hold this trade. I have still here over almost $800,000 available to add more to this trade if I have to. So you can see I can add 8 times more than what I'm currently trading with to hold this trade without any problems. I am not planning to do that because I expect that Bitcoin will turn around way earlier before this might actually be the case, even like one time to add here more. So I will add more when we are breaking here $98,400, 98,000, what was this here yesterday? 98,000, I think it was yesterday 97,800 to 98,400. There's like a range where I might consider adding to my position. Not to mention that you have also here still 1.5 days, a little bit more than 1.5 days time to sign up here for the ZoomX Nation Cup, guys. I'm trading for the German team. You can trade for your nation if you want to do that. Don't forget, guys, if you sign up for this competition, randomly, I'm gonna pull here some winners that get real $200 into their account. You can withdraw it, you can trade with it, do whatever you want with it. You need to sign up here and deposit at least $500. You don't need to trade with them. You don't need to trade with the $500. You just need them to qualify for the Nations Cup and to enter that raffle. So we're gonna start with that here once the competition ends here in 1.5 days. So you have still time to get into it to get here a share of the prize pool. Now, on the liquidation levels and on the moving averages, we are here also just retesting the 50 moving average. You see here, price-wise, we have tried to get here all the way up to $99,000 to liquidate some more positions. We got stopped there. And regardless of that, I believe that here the short squeeze will be happening all the way up to the 200 moving average, just above $100,000. The question is, will we get follow through immediately to the upside all the way up to $103,000, where I believe where we short-term going to stop, or will we get rejected from the 200 first, come back, retest the levels that we have liquidated, and then go to the upside? When we are looking here at the liquidation heat map, then also here you can clearly see that around $103,000 is a major cluster currently sitting, and we have here some over leveraged positions sitting exactly at $99,235. This is exactly the price point that I just have shown you guys here, where the high leverage liquidity is sitting, and here, there you see it, there it actually stops. So it would make sense that we liquidate this, chop a little bit sideways, touch the 200 moving average, potentially break through that. If we get rejected, we come back down what we liquidated, and then we get continuation to the upside, past $100,000 all the way up to $103,000, another stop, and then we go here potentially into a new all-time high. On the daily chart, we are still fighting with this upward sloping trend here. The indicators are still signaling that we should get here major continuation in the next couple of days. I believe that this will majorly depend on the US economic data that are coming out tomorrow with CPI, core CPI, PPI, and everything else, and also Jerome Powell's speech tomorrow. This will all, how to say it again? It's slip my word what I actually want to say. So, but yeah, it will weave. Yeah, so it will all weave in into the Bitcoin price action. So here, what I want to see on the daily chart is that we are reclaiming this upward sloping trend here and close above that trend line here at $120 approximately. That would be for me good enough to see a potentially immediate continuation by tomorrow. Also, when you look at the volume, let me get here the volume. We still have here declining volume overall, as you can see here. And also here we need a move above that line here for confirmation for massive for a massive breakout here. So I believe here when we get here the next major pump in Bitcoin, coinciding with a short squeeze, that we are also getting this supported by volume, breaking here above that line, creating a higher high compared to this volume candle, and then you're on the safe side to re-enter into the market here with Bitcoin. I forgot again to log into my Bybit account, guys. So, but let me try to show it again. So now that we are live streaming, will be a little bit easier to show everything. Much easier for me. So here, so let's go back to full screen. So there. So here, not hiding anything, guys. This trade is still running here. Whoa. With $27,000 in a minus right now. Tomorrow, during CPI or after CPI, just after CPI, depending on how the outlook is for Bitcoin, I will actually then add to this position. So either because we are going lower or because we are shooting up. So I want to make sure that one last time I'm going to add to this position, regardless in which direction. And then I let it run for its entirety into the profit target that I have here on this trade. Again, guys, if you want to get funded here, $500 into your Bybit account, the only thing that you need to do is sign up there between today and Sunday. If you don't have an account yet, deposit $100 and you're eligible to get funded, your account potentially funded here on Sunday when I pull some winners live here. Will I be able to do that on Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. So Sunday will be a live stream where I can actually do that. So the Bitcoin dominance is finally dropping to the downside. You can definitely see that also in altcoins here. Look at this, so much green. Also, one fourth of my watch list is here massively in the green, and nice single digit numbers here. Some of these coins I will actually cover today. So as you can see, I was right when I said this was the blow off top, and now it looks like that we are starting to go down here, and the confirmation will be in by tomorrow or tonight, wherever you are, depends where you are, when the Bitcoin dominance will close the daily close below 61.31%. That's what we are waiting for. The total market cap is retracing here a little bit today's candle, because we were approaching here the resistance of $926 billion, but we are above $900 billion. As long as we're closing above today, above $900 billion, I expect continuation by tomorrow. For Ethereum, the same thing here on the daily chart, indicators more or less like Bitcoin, all telling me that a bigger move is looming here. Ethereum is so cheap right now, and I will be absolutely not surprised if at one point you see Ethereum just doing this here. And then it stops here, and then you get another one up like this. So it is a good time, at least for a spot position, to get into Ethereum. Or if you want to leverage this, I would not go in with more than like 2x leverage, to be honest. So because 3x could be already too much. If you would have been up here in 3x leverage, you would have gotten down there liquidated. So just for that reason, I would be using 2x leverage to protect myself that this is actually not happening. And that's for Ethereum for now more than enough. Also here on the VPVR, you can see $3,300 is a major resistance right now. But as long as we are sitting above the point of control, we might just continue to go a little bit sideways before that move is happening here all the way up to $3,300. Now for Solana 4-hourly chart not looking that good right now. I think the daily was also still okay. This starts also to look not as good as it did earlier. So here for Solana, we might run into a small turbulence where Solana will come one more time to the downside here to around $190, maybe even touches $182, and then turns around and goes to the upside. So if you want a lower entry, then this might be your chance. Oops. Come on here. So this so this would be then my setup. You have here 52% to the upside against a 6.77% stop loss. That is, absolutely a juicy trade, guys. If you're getting it, So I would set some limit orders here just in case. I don't believe that we come all the way down here into that support zone once again at $180, but close to it, just for a double bottom and then returning back to the upside. So one of the coins that's actually running today is HNT. HNT was running here into this resistance of $4.20 all the way up to $4.51. You can see on the 12-hourly chart we're also running out of steam, stochastic turning around, but this was a good run here today. If you would have entered here at the break of the horizontal trend line, this would have been like a 17% move that you could have banked here. So now we are retracing. We are most likely will come back to like $3.71 before you get continuation to the upside. So also here, a good trade setup would look something like this here. So this here is actually good enough. So 65.5% with a 14.75% stop loss. Again, you don't need excessive leverage on a trade like that, So here I would potentially risk 3x, but not more than that, So 3x will give you here to the upside potentially 200% against a 54% stop loss. So it's a 1 to 4.45% risk to reward ratio. More than enough, guys. More than enough on a trade like that. So but let the trade come to you. Set your limit orders. You can, so I would of course stack them. So I would start here and then go all the way down, even a little bit here into the stop loss area. So that's how I would stack them. And wherever it hits, from there, you're going to let it run to the upside. Then Casper, also good move here today. As long as we're staying above 10 cents-ish, let's wait if we can manage to stay above 10 cents. If we are able to do that, then I would consider entering from here, but I would also only have your short-term trade first into this downward sloping trend line, and that alone is a 22% move to the upside. That can happen here over the next couple of days. So if you're looking at something like this here, so this would be more or less my trade setup here. 21% to the upside, 6.6% to the downside. The indicator is still telling us that there should be more upside in the next coming days. But in my opinion, we need to hold here above 10 cents. If we can do that, then I would enter this and trade this here to the upside, but only then. The next one is NEAR, and here's something that I wanted to show you guys. Not only with NEAR, but many other altcoins. Almost all the altcoins on higher time frames are setting up for a falling wedge pattern, and they're all about to bounce from that bottom range here back to the upside. So you see this here with NEAR currently. I will show you some other coins that also are doing that right now. So once you're breaking here $3.39, you're going to get a massive candle to the upside, potentially straight to $4. And so which is a 20% move in one single candle. So definitely watch out for that. Set some alarms there, because the MACD is about to print a buy signal with today's daily candle. The RSI is going up, the stochastic is going up. It's just a matter of time. So this can happen in the next 48 hours where you actually get that kind of move, and you definitely don't want to miss out on that. Here the stop loss would be just around $3.05 in my opinion. So that's like what is this? It's like an 8% stop loss against a 20% move to the upside. The next one is Aptos. Also here you see falling wedge pattern to the downside. Here we have already tried to retest the downward sloping resistance. Once that is broken, you're gonna get here a nice juicy move into almost $11 fairly quickly. So, but also here, buy signal more or less already given. The RSI is going sideways because price is here under resistance currently, and the RSI and the stochastic also slowly turning around. Yeah, so let's have a look in the shorter time frames where this is coming from. Come on, load. Yeah. So definitely. So here, good entry might be around $5.50. Yeah, $5.50, $5.70 might be a good entry before this is going to turn around back to the upside. Then Link not there yet. So only if Link can manage to break here above $20, I would consider entering this, or if we get at any point a move below $18.30. That would be the other scenario where I would consider entering a Link. Otherwise, let it chop sideways for a while, even though the indicators also here telling us that there is a bigger move coming. The positioning of the indicators is across the board more or less the same. If I go here only to Aptos, no, actually NIA. Look at NIA. So it looks almost the same. The same goes for XRP. XRP broke out of that pennant here. Now still in that broadening falling wedge. And here we need to stay above $2.47. Only if we can manage to stay above $2.47, we're going to get a move here into the golden ratio, which is also a 17% move to the upside. So if we're losing that level and we're closing today below that, expect that Ripple will move here a little bit more sideways to gain momentum. And then you're going to get also a juicy candle to the upper side. Here, Sui was also one of the top gainers today. Look at this here on the 4-hourly chart. From that $3 cluster all the way up to $3.58. Now we are coming down, which is absolutely not surprising after such a move here today. The level that I expect that we will come down to will be $3.30 approximately. So if you're looking for a trade, that might be a good entry for you. And then you can trade this into $4 from here. So if you look at this, so this would be the setup. 22% to the upside, 6.4% to the downside. Let it come to you. You see the indicators are all turning around. So there is right now definitely the steam out to run higher in the short term. But also here the higher time frames, they are not done yet. So when you look here at the daily chart, see here, we are not even halfway through it. MACD about to print a buy signal. RSI just got started here at 46%. So there's so much more room to go to the upside. And I actually don't think that we are going to stop at $4. So there will be a short-term break. What means break? Yeah, a hold, a short-term hold when we reach that level because of all the resistance that is sitting here in this block. But once we have consolidated here a little bit, you get the next leg to the upside. And then we are also having Doge. So Doge is also in a falling wedge, as we can see here. Here, this looks similar to NIA. I think, was it NIA? Yeah, look at this. This consolidation looks the same like with NIA. Then we need to break to reach the top of the wedge. That would be at 31 cents. And this is, how much? A 30% move? No, 20% move. A little bit lower than that. An 18% move to the upside. So again, guys, when you see something like this here, so when I see a consolidation like this with a rejection at resistance, then the only thing that I'm waiting for to enter something like this is at least a 4-hourly candle close above that key level. Once the 4-hourly candle closes there, the next candle usually goes straight up. So and you can see all the momentum is to the upside. The only thing that can ruin that would be really, really bad CPI readings tomorrow, which I'm actually not expecting. So, but let's see what brings tomorrow. Guys, I have here to run again. I need to hit the gym before the gym is closing here in my gated community. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I see you with more profits, hopefully tomorrow.